Okay, hold on for a minute. I gotta adjust something real quick. Move something over to the side. And my chin-up bar blocking my doorway. All right, so another eBay find today, or actually, yeah, it was today. I just paid it for a few minutes ago. This is the projector, one of the projectors I was hunting down. And this is also, too, the money goes to charity, which is actually a win-win for everybody. So this is the projector I just bought a few minutes ago. I've been actually watching this one for a while. Panasonic PT-AE2000U. This is what I paid for it. $119.99. Altogether, I got it for, with shipping, about $144. That's all I paid for. That's it. I'm telling you, I know where to get these projectors from. This projector is like, what, $300-400? So I went over to Projector Central and looked up the specifications on my projector, which I like to do. This is going to be an interesting projector to set up. Now, I'm doing half the screen in gray, one half in silver, and the other half in black. This projector is only 1,500 lumens, but it's got a 16,000 to 1 contrast. That is going to be pretty interesting. Let's see how it's going to react on a black screen, a gray screen, and a silver screen. And of course, we got the sample sheets coming in from Elite Screens. I ordered the new gray Cinema 5D, new black Polar Star, which is the new screen they got. And also, two Black Diamond samples coming soon. Yes, Slate 8, Slate 7, Slate 8, and the Black Diamond coming in. So, as long as I keep the demonstrations clean and I don't say anything disrespectful, I should not get any trouble whatsoever. But yes, I'm going to already talk to my attorney to see about the, remember I got that back in 2015, so quite a amount of time has passed by. So I think I can do a side-by-side demonstration with a Black Diamond technology. All right, but this is the projector I just got now, but 16, this has 16,000.1 contrast. My AC projector downstairs, short throw, has 10,000. This one down here, and I do apologize, when I did the demonstration, I thought this one was 25. It's actually 20,000, so the Ultima GT56 has 20,000 to 1 contrast. So I'm curious how. Now, I know somebody who had this projector, the exact same projector. That's why I ordered it. The exact same projector. And it was done on a light gray screen. I want to see what this thing really looks like on a light gray screen when it comes to contrast levels. Not sticking it in the dark, but high, beautiful colors. We want to do contrast demonstrations only. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be interesting. 16,000 to 1. So let's see how it really performs, Panasonic, on black technology versus gray technology, gray screen paint on contrast levels. So that will be here January the 8th. Next projector I'm going to be picking up. Actually, there's a Panasonic projector I'm looking at right now, but that's going to be later on, probably around somewhere in a little far off July. It's like a $7,000 projector. It's quite expensive. I'm actually looking on getting that next. So I'm really happy. I'm really, really freaking happy. And you got to know why, because I just on that capital I told you that I invested in, and it is looking so good. So yes, man, I could retire from this business if I choose to. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about basically just going into something else. But I do like this field. I really do. Just sell the technology to some big company and just basically just bail out. But nah, I got plans, man. I got plans. I'm buying that wallpaper machine. I'm getting the wallpaper machine. I'm going to build my own wallpaper screens. So I can have that baby right there, an 150 inch. Or that 100 and I'm going to do 150 inch. I think we're going to start off with 100, 120, 135, and then we're going to do 150, 160, maybe if we can get away with a 180. Maybe 180 in wallpaper would be really nice. And then I'm going to be doing 235.1s too, also too. So that's something else I'm going to be working on. So I guess I got another 4 more years playing around with this, and then maybe I'll retire. All right, but like I said, this is a blessing right here. This projector was actually sitting on eBay. Nobody was bidding on it, and it was $119. That's it. And I sat there and watched this for like 4 days. Usually, one of my tricks is I don't, or one of my not tricks is, but what I like to do is I don't hit the watch list. Some people hit the watch list. That's a bad idea, because if you hit the watch list, sometimes, usually projectors that are on bid, one of the things you got to be careful about, they could have a ghost bidder. Now, a ghost bidder is somebody that knows, like say if I have somebody I know that this bid is going on, but it's not affiliated with my account because I can't bid on my own stuff, I may have them go in and watch the account. Like every time you bid, he'll bid, they'll drive the bid up. They know it's being watched by so many people. Maybe a ghost bidder might come in and drop a bid on it, and then you'll come in and it just starts a freaking race of who's going to get it next. And then that's when you got a projector that's going to go from $120 all the way up to $400 and $500. I've been down that one before. I actually bid it on a projector. Nobody else is bidding on it. It was 5 days in, and all of a sudden the price just jumped up like 140 points, like $140, and it just kept jumping, kept jumping, kept jumping. Like, what the freak? And realized that they had a couple ghost bidders in there. So after a while, I just got to the point where I said, you know what? I'm just not going to bid on it. Forget it. I don't want it. And I just didn't get the projector. So now what I do is I take go in there and letting myself be known. What I'll do is I'll go in and I'll basically save it to my favorites, and then I'll just go in there and check on it from there. And that's how I'll do it. And that's how I've been getting these projectors really cheap. I'm paying a lot of money for them. And, you know, I try to, whoa, my thing slipped right on out. So I slip clean out. I try to pay a little more sometimes near the end because I want to make sure the person gets a good deal for the projector. Oh, me and you both, my friend. Me and you both are waiting for that 120 inch. Me and you both are waiting for that 120 inch. I want a 120 inch wallpaper. I want a 120 inch. 120 inch, 135. Yes. You see how amazing these things are? Yeah, I do want a big screen like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, unfortunately, the company that we're working with won't make them. They just won't make them. And I don't know why. Like, look, we'll pay for them. We'll pay extra for them. What do you want? And they just won't do it. I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know. But I did get a chance to see when they were doing when they were showing us a virtual view of their facility. We got a chance to see the machinery. We got a chance to look it up, where to buy it from, and you can get them modified, which means you can modify them to make bigger sheets. So that's where we're looking on getting our hands on, because we do want to do 120 inches. Heck, you know, it'd be pretty cool. Do them in different colors. Can you imagine having one of these screens in different colors? That'd be awesome. So two of the things I'm actually working on for my investing for my company is we're going to invest in one of those, and it's going to be very expensive, but those machines they use to airbrush and paint cars. Now, with that piece of machinery, we can have multiple screens coated over and over and over again, and each machine will allow it to apply the exact same application over and over and over again without basically adding too much or too less paint. So that's another thing we're investing in. These applications. Keep in mind, there's a machine that's going to be doing all the work, so we can manufacture 10 times more screens. That's the whole thing. So what we're working on is, once we get this in order, once we get all this set up, then we can start working on basically getting these, because we'll have the money to be able to push these screens into the corners where the big boys lay at. You know, they have their big shows where they show off their latest designs and screens. Well, we'll get a chance to get in there and show off our screens also. I mean, but yeah, that's the whole purpose, man, just to flood the market with screens. So like I said, right now, the reason why, like I said, I got to pay so much money because I have manufacturers that just really don't want to bend or give, even though we want to give them money. They just don't want to give us the screens that we want. And then keep in mind, with some of the companies that we were dealing with, it takes forever just to get a freaking fabricated screen. Like, come on, really? We found one company we're working with right now that can fabricate a screen like in 2 days. So it in 2 days, and the other company we're doing it took 4. So the ones that do the black surfaces do them in 4, and the other one does it in 2. So we're working with the company now that does it in 2. But yeah, that's what we're working on right now. So we're also working on, and like I said, later on, these are projects later on. We're working on getting ourselves a printer, because somebody came with the idea of 3D printing a screen. So that's something else on its own. Trust me, it's gonna be interesting. But it's a project that one of my buddies came up with, actually 3D printing a screen where you can literally snap and build this thing. It's gonna be sick. Trust me. I mean, you're gonna install in flat speakers. Some will have LED lights, all kinds of kits for gamers. You can actually have your own how you can have screens. We want something where you can go to a website and you can customize your own gaming screen. You could throw LED lights in there. You could throw speakers in there. All the whole entire thing, equalizers, all that kind of cool stuff. Something retro it. I want something where a customer can come in and customize the screen any way they want. And with this capital, with this investment that I put money into, this will give me the ability to be able to do this on a whole nother level. And that's what we want to do. Yeah, keep in mind, they 3D printed everything. Come on, they 3D printed car parts. They 3D printed a boat. They 3D printed a houses now. You know what I mean? They got a machine that prints the bricks, plastic bricks or whatever it is, and basically lays them out. It's insane what they're doing with these now. But the thing about it is, when you're dealing with a plastic or different forms of plastic can be melted down, right? You can melt down that plastic. But what we're doing is, like I said, the Supreme 10 is a solution. It's not something you can spray on. It's something to be mixed into another, okay, how can I put it this way? So the development for the Supreme 10 is actually something that involves 3D printing screens. It's a chemical that's going to be embedded to the plastic. And that's going to allow us to be able to print a screen with a coated chemical embedded into the plastic. Pretty cool, huh? You got to give me that much. I mean, brain thinks on a different level, but I'm trying to just bring out something different. You know what I mean? That's all. Just something different for everybody. But like I said, this is kind of the crazy separate thing, because now we have the money to do it. You know what I mean? We got all these crazy ideas on stuff we want to start working on and building and stuff like that, you know. And that'd be cool, because we can actually 3D print screens. We can break them down. You can actually snap these things together. On top of that, they're working on different ways on how we can ship screens in different ways where it's not going to cost a ton of money, where they're going to be easy to hang. You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, if I'm a gamer, and I'm a huge gamer, but you can see by my setup over here, right? You know, I would love to be able to go into a setup and customize a screen. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of seeing the same freaking screen. You know, you see a black border, you see your different choices of screen you're going to put in there. It's so boring. Like, can you just do something completely different? All right, you put LED lights on the back of it, but that's just not enough. I mean, you really got to think outside the box. Can you imagine having a screen that's see-through, a transparent green, a transparent blue, a transparent purple, with LED lights all in the screen? Can you imagine that? How cool that would look in your gaming setup? That's what I'm saying. I don't think people who, and I'm not trying to put anybody down, but they don't think on the same level we think on. That's why we do all these insane demonstrations, because we do things on a much higher level. So, you know, that's why we're ordering all these sample sheets that we can get in, because when we do finally launch that Supreme 9, Supreme 10, we're going to hit every company, every sample we can get on, and we're going to actually put them against that technology. Yeah, I'm gaming on a 100-inch right now, so my screen is 106. The reason why it looks so long, because my screen actually does 235.1. Now, these screens are designed to be cut. You can cut and customize them any way you want, or you can actually basically link them together. But my screen is the actual full 106 in size, completely borderless wallpaper screen. The reason why is because my projector, keep in mind, I have it pushed, well, you can't see that, but I have it pushed right against here, against my screen here, so it's leaving a little bit of a gap, and it's pushed out. This is a long throw projector. It's not ultra short throw. And because it's not ultra short throw, I can't fill out the entire screen. So I'm probably not even doing 100 inches. I'm probably doing, let me see what my focus, yeah, my focus over out. I'm probably somewhere in between probably 90 inch. I'm probably getting off of it. But if I bring it ultra short though here, I can fill it out from all the way from here to here. It's just the corners from there to there, because keep in mind, a 100-inch screen is always going to be 4 feet by 7. These are 4 feet by 8 because they're 35.1. So you get a little extra on the screen. So that's why they're designed that way. Actually, let me see. So, you know, as I said, we got some motorized projection screens. That's definitely going to happen. We are definitely going to come up with our own motorized projection screen. I actually have an engineer that I met online, one of my customers, and he is actually going to be building the mechanical part of the motor for our motorized projection screen. So we'll have that too. And they're going to be tensioned. We're not going to do any of the ripple screens. They're all going to be tensioned. So the whole object is to just bring out a whole line of these screens that are just not going to cost you $4,000 and $5,000. I explained to you and I showed you on the website, that's like a $3,000 screen. If you got 170, see, that's the thing. Some people go with to traditional, usually most traditionals that they have now will tell you that, look, you got to be this so many feet back, you got to be this many feet back. I had a 200-inch screen in one of the places I was renting at, and we were about 8 feet back on that screen. Now, keep in mind, if you're doing 170-inch, your projector is going to be farther back than 7 feet. The average screen, if you're going to do 100-inch, your projector is automatically going to sit back at least 11 to 12 feet. So at 11 to 12 feet, you're going to be actually a little closer than probably 5 feet away from the projector, coming back from that projector, from the back end of it. So you're going to be back at least, I mean, keep in mind, if you're going to be doing about 170 inches, you're going to be 8 to 9 feet back. Because whoever's sitting up front, if you got it set up for a theater setup, you don't want to be sitting so far up on the screen that every time you turn your head from left to right, you can't see the screen here and here. You want enough room back that you can see the screen all the way around, you know, without breaking your neck. That's pretty much how that just goes. But just keep in mind, now, if you have a projector, well, of course, everybody here probably has projectors. If you're just buying one, I tell you the perfect place to go. Now, if you're going to paint the screen in, there's a place called projectorcentral.com. This is where I'm at right now. This is where I like to go to. This is my site right here. Now, this website right here, and if you're doing some shopping on eBay and you're looking for a projector, sometimes that the immersion doesn't know exactly. No problem. Happy to help out. The merchant may not put the information in correctly. It's happened to me a few times. I thought I was actually getting a short throw when it was actually a long throw. You want to come to this site right here. This is where I get all my information at. Now, right here, at the very top, right there is going to be a search bar. You go to eBay, you find your projector you want, you copy and paste it, you put it in that little search bar right there. Like if I were to go in and put in, because I know it by heart, I'll put in the ViewSonic this is automatically going to come up automatically, PX. So this will come up on hold on, let me just detach this real quick because I want you to be able to see this. So this is how you do it. And this will help you out a lot. Those of you that are custom building screens, you don't know, okay, how big I have to build a screen, how much room do I need to set the projector back? This will help you out. So this is the projector I'm looking at right now. When I first got my PX747, my living room and my last house was around 14 feet and 8 inches away from the screen. So I'll come in here and I'll hit the projector that I want. Then I'll come over here and I'll search it out. So you'll get a list of projectors that'll come up. Usually it's the first one or second one that'll come up in the link. This is how I did the research on my projector right here. So I hit here, and then this is the specification sheet on the projector. So we'll scroll down right here. And if you notice, if you look at the projector, this is why I like this one, the PX747 has a 12,000 to 1 contra ratio. And now, as you can see, it does native. This is pixel shifting. It is 3840 by 2160. So there's enough pixels there to complete 4K. All right, so this is what you want to do. Now, as you're scrolling down, you will see a little icon that looks like that. That is a throw distance calculator. So what you want to do is, now usually when you do screens out of 235.1, they have very interesting measurements. Hit this, and at the bottom you will get, it'll pop up. Make sure, if it doesn't come up, make sure your flash is up to date. You will get a section here that will teach you, actually help you measure out the size of your screen. So if I measure my room back and say I have about 14 feet and 8 inches, this will give you the size of the screen that you're going to get. There's the ratio size from your screen that you're getting, which is 16:9. This will give you the image size right there, and this will give you the row distance. So let's see. So my old house was around 14 feet and 8 inches. Let me see if I bring all this way back to 14 feet. If I can just get it right on the money. If I can't, I'm good. Either way. So we'll go 14 feet 9 inches, but you're not getting that. So 14 feet 9 inches, that's how much room I have back from my projector. I would get a screen size of 126 inches, and this will show you down here how tall you have to build a screen. So when building a screen, it has to be 62 inches high by 110 inches wide across, and this will give you a screen size diagonal by 126. This is how you do it. I have so many people that say, look, I'm building the screen for the first time. It's the first time putting a frame together, first time painting my screen. I don't know how to build it by size. This is the best place to go. You're getting the actual measurements on the model number of the projector that you're using. Now, say if your projector, if you're going to do a 235.1, you just go into this particular area right here, and you will see custom at the bottom. You hit custom. Now, customs will give you the option of 239.1, or you can put in 235.1. So I'll come in here to my customs, and because I'm doing a 235.1 screen, 235, we'll take that out. Because when you get to 235.1 screens, they get a bit complicated. It'll ask you if your projector has an anamorphic lens. Okay. This is how I build these screens for the whatchamacallit. Now, keep in mind when you're building the screen, 14 feet 9 inches. Now the screen size has changed. We're at 120 inches, not 126. The screen size is 110, but the sides will be 47. Because when it comes to 235.1, the length is always longer, but the height is always shorter. So now you know if you're going to do a 235.1, which the ViewSonic Projector PX747 does have a 235.1 option. If you want to build that screen, now you know that when you build the screen, you're going to make it 100 in wide, and you're going to make it 47 inches high, and that will give you the size of a 235.1 at 120 inches. That's how you do it. That's how you build your own customized screens. And if you get a projector that's 235.1, you're thinking, okay, so how am I going to build this? It's all right there for you. Well, short throw is a little easier because short throw, you're always going to be standing behind the back of the projector regardless. Usually people go through this when building screens with long throws. You can come here too at Projector Central. I have 12 feet. You got 12 feet back and you use, man, you're going to have a massive screen, man. That thing's going to cover your ceilings and walls and everything. Short throw projectors can give you one of the short throw projectors I had was a ViewSonic. It's a 720p. It had 235.1, but it allowed me to be able to do 178 inches at around 5 feet away from the screen. So hold on for a minute. I'll show you this. I have it on YouTube. Screen was massive, but I'll show you. So we're going to my application so you can see the screen for myself. It was 178 inches at 5 feet away. And keep in mind, it was a ViewSonic, so it gave me the 235.1. I have videos, keep 35.1. At the bottom of the link, so you can see my 235.1 screens. And that was man. At 235, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you do a 235.1, be prepared. Not everything runs in 235.1 format, so you'll be missing hits left and right. You know what I mean? So I would suggest if you're going to do a screen that's 235.1, make it slightly higher, a little bit higher than the average 235.1, so that way you can convert it to 16:9. Now the reason why I did the screen, and I think I did it in 178 inch at 235.1, because if I bring the screen back to 16:9, I have a 140 inch screen. I have a studio apartment. I have a studio apartment. Yeah, studio apartment. But yeah, you come out, if you have a smaller apartment, you come out better with a short throw. If you have a studio apartment, you don't have a lot of room, short throw is the best way to go. A few problems that I had. Now, if you go downstairs, and my old house used to have 14 feet and 8 inches, 14 feet and 8 inches to spare. So pretty much anything I put in there was pretty good. I was okay with. But when I moved here, there was so many windows. Whoever had this house had to put up a screen. So the kitchen was big enough to hold a dining room table. So we converted the dining room into the theater room. So the dining room was small. Like I only had between the sofa, and there was no place to mount the projector. So I went with an ultra short throw. Well, if it's a big apartment, then you're good. That's the whole purpose of short throw. Short throw is perfect if you don't have the distance. If I had the distance, if I had a good 20 feet downstairs, I would have my Sony projector down. I would have my my long throw. The only reason why I went with ultra short throw, because I don't have the room for I don't even have the room for a short throw projector in that spot. I have to go with ultra short throw. That's the only way. But I mean, more and more people are going their ultra short throw projectors anyway. You know what I mean? That's what they want. All right, this right here is my 235.1 screen. This is the old house. Let me see. Move this up a little bit. There we go. So you can see it for yourself. There it is right there. That's my old house, and that is a 235.1 screen right there. That's a short throw that I'm using right there. You can see that for yourself. And if I decide to get a projector that was in ViewSonic, it cost me an arm and a leg just to have. So that's my voice. I'm playing my voice so you can tell that's my actual video. You go back to it. It's our luminous ambient light projection. Cinema paint. As I said before, you can paint just about any type of screen you want on any form of surface you want, and it doesn't make a difference. This one's painted directly to my wall, like I had the original one, and it on the wall, because I was too lazy to build a screen. I just didn't want to build a screen, man. It was like a 230. Look at the size of that screen. Keep in mind, I was tired, man. I just didn't want to build a screen. I just painted it on the wall. Special updates. The wallpaper screen still working on. All right, so this right here is at nighttime running the 170. This is the 178 235.1. This is a screen that actually built and actually mounted it to the wall. Today I'm just doing a demonstration, lights out, sitting back here relaxing, watching. But I got the measurements on how to build a screen from Projector Central, because like I said, when building 235.1, it's an odd screen, because instead of having, if you're doing 100 inch, instead of having 4x7, it's something like 3x7 or 2x7. It's always shorter. But you got to understand, not everything runs in 235.1. Only certain select movies will run in a 235.1. Now here's another trick right here. So the screen in this one that I built for the 235.1 that you're seeing right here, well, put it this way. I understand that for some people it doesn't take that much time, but keep in mind, I build about 3 or 4 screens a day. When we moved here, I built a 180 inch screen in my backyard. I put a 100 inch on my deck, 126 inch in my living room, and I built another 100 inch now got converted over into wallpaper. So I built 3 screens like in one day. The 180 was a freaking doozy because I literally had to build that thing into the deck. I mean, under the deck, I had to construct that thing, build it into the deck. That was a big screen, 180 inch. And now downstairs in the basement, I have a 200-inch screen, which is actually surface to floor, and then another 235.1 on the wall. So this one right here, this screen, yeah, about a month to build, 170 inch. It's a big screen. It's literally a really big screen, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem that big when you say 170 inch, but man, when you lay out that freaking wood on the floor and thinking, oh my goodness, I gotta tightrope this thing. I literally made, when I did a 200 screen, that thing was so big that I had to move all the furniture out of the living room and had about this much of a space between the corners of the walls. I had to tightrope it around the screen. I'll show you that monster. That thing was gigantic. I don't even know what I was thinking when I built that thing. That screen was literally too big. So in this screen, the way it was designed, the screen was designed to accommodate a 235.1 and 16:9. Because when you do 235.1, some people think that you can watch sports and everything you watch on TV in 235.1. You can't do that. It has to be certain select movies that do widescreen format, anamorphic, panorama that will allow you to be able to. It's weird. And that they allow you to be able to do that particular format. Majority, most formats are basically done in 16:9. So in order to keep that screen from being cutting off the heads, I had to make the screen slightly bigger than the actual size in order to be able to accommodate 140 inch of 16:9. So I wouldn't lose, get a picture too small. That's the one of the ViewSonics that I purchased right there. I was showing off. All right. So roll cut and caddy and all this. So this screen right there, projector, that's what I was first showing off the ViewSonics to 235.1. And a lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people slept on those projectors, man. Those projectors have a 235.1 setting in the projector. Do you have any idea what 235.1 projectors cost you for the ViewSonics? 235.1 projectors are not cheap. They are very expensive. They're expensive. And if you can't afford the projector, then they have a lens out. They have a lens that you can actually fit over top your lens on your projector. You're talking about a lens that's going to cost you maybe $1,200 or $1,300. The Sonys, no, none of my Sonys have 35.1 Sonys. The only one I've seen that had them was a ViewSonic. I have a ViewSonic downstairs that I paid $120 for. Keep in mind, this thing is low res, okay? This projector has 600 by 800 res SVGA, and this projector has 10,000 to 1 contrast. I don't know why. Don't even ask me why an SVGA projector with a res of 600 to 800 is going to have a 10,000 to 1 contrast, but it does. Look it up for yourself. The projector is a ViewSonic PDJ, and it has 10,000 to 1. As a matter of fact, oh yeah. Now keep in mind, that projector has a 235.1 option on it. For at the time when they came out brand new, they were around like $400 to $300 around that price. But I'll show you. All right, so I'm gonna come over and show you. This is just baffling, because usually projectors that have that 10,000 to 1 contrast, I think 10,000 to 1 contrast on the projector, it's a projector that's at least 1080p. Why would you put that on a projector that is an SVGA? It's not even XGA, it's an SVGA. So we got the JD 51, 55. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can bring this one up. There we go. Now this is ViewSonic's projector right here. This is the one I have downstairs. I'm looking at the specifications on like I said, when it came out, the projector's price tag was around $339. This projector, oh, my fault, it wasn't 10,000. It was a 20,000 to 1 contrast. 20,000 to 1 contrast. This projector has 800 by 600 res SVGA. This right here is an Optima GT 5500 At around 3,000 lumens or 5,600, at 3,000 lumens, that's a 20,000 to 1. That's a full 1080p projector. This is not even an XGA projector. It's an SVGA projector at 800 by 600 res. It has 3,300 lumens. This projector only has 3,000 lumens. Kind of baffling here, isn't it? Right? But a 20,000 to 1. And keep in mind, the projector says it only does, when you look at the projector, you come in here, it'll say native aspect ratio is 4.3, right? That's not true. That projector does 235.1. If you looked at it, you would bypass it because you think 4.3. Nobody wants freaking 4.3. That's crappy. Yeah, that projector has a 235.1 option sitting in the menu. But you wouldn't know that unless you bought the projector. And that projector would save you a ton of money because, as I said before, 235.1 projectors aren't cheap. They're very expensive. You got to pay for that option right there. That's an option you got to pay for. So, put my charger back. So, consider the fact that projector is $339. If you get them used on eBay, they're $120. And I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to go over here. And we're going to put in clear. I'm going to put in the model number of this projector because I showed you in this projector does 235.1. So it's any of the PJDs, the PJD projectors by ViewSonic has 235.1 options. Any of them. PJD, that's a weird thing to pop up. We did the 151, there it is right there, 5155. Now, this is the one I did right here. That's my projector right there. That's the projector I put up. And this is the one I put up here. ViewSonic Hidden Secret 235.1 ratio capability. You would never believe this projector had this option. There's the projector right there I'm showing off. Now this is what I want to show you. I'll show you, I go to Projector Central, I show you the projector specifications, which I just showed you a few minutes ago. Oh crap, sorry about that, I do apologize for that one. Alright, and I'm going to show you. I'll pause it right there. All right, so up close. That projector. I don't know why my screen just went dark there for a minute. Sorry about that. Let me find some place to set my stuff out in here. Ah, great goodness. Just had to pause that. There we go. There we go. The projector has a 235.1 in it. It's a 235 in that projector. The PJD ViewSonic projectors and up had 235.1 options. But if you come over here to Projector Central and you go to look at that projector specification, it's telling you it only has 4.3. It doesn't have 4.3. That projector has anamorphic, it has panorama, and it has 235.1, has 4.3 and 16.9. That's what it has. So there are several ways people, before the ViewSonic came up with this particular model, there were several different ways you could go about getting a 235.1 option on your projector. Like I said, you can go buy the lens, which would cost you, let me see. Let's go over to eBay. eBay had the lenses. There was a lens that basically would snap over top of your projector's lens, and that lens, I think they're around. Stage was wide camera lens. So I got that from a friend of mine. He just took a wide camera lens from her everyday camera and sometimes you have to figure out a contraption how that's going to fit on the front of your projector. The only problem you would have with that is the edges would come out kind of fuzzy and distorted, and it was not something pretty to look at. It worked for a while, but it just wasn't worth it. So let's go with let's see. Sorry about that. I'm in front of the 2035.1 lens. See if anybody has one in here. Sorry about that thing. Let me find a lens. If they don't have it, I have to go someplace else and get it. If eBay doesn't have it, okay. So chances are, okay, like I said, very expensive lens. All right, so let me show you real quick. All right, here, that's the budget lens right there. So in that demonstration shows you, I told you, wide angle camera lens and how to use that to get the 235.1 option. All right, or as I did in my demonstration, I had a projector that did 235.1, actual real demonstration. So this right here, I did a demonstration using the wide angle. This will have to use a wide angle camera lens. This is what you get. Now keep in mind when you do this, I have to stand back here a minute. So that's my other screen I had in one of the other houses. Why am I doing this here? I should be doing this on the other screen. Like I'm doing it from back to back here and here and here. And let me see if I pulled up the lens. Let me see. So that uses a wide angle camera lens right there. That's one way you can do it. Lenses aren't cheap. They're extremely expensive. Like you could spend like $7,000 for a short throw lens. Let me see if I can come in here and remove this. See if we can get one in here for a price for one. If someone has one, because it's not an easy anamorphic format lens. So we'll have to do some more research on that for you. But there's a place you can actually go buy the lens. Like I said, they're not cheap. They're extremely expensive. Like the I think NEC has the short throw lens. Short throw lenses are really expensive too. But as I was showing you, yeah, if you want 235.1, any of the ViewSonic projectors under PDG, the PTJs will actually, those particular ones will give you 235.1 option. I mean, any of them with that model number and up will give you that ability to do so. So any of those right there, those are the projectors that'll do it. But this is playing Panasonic projector with, oh, I can't think of the name. What the freak is that option on that projector? Something weird. What's it called? It's called freaking. Come on, man. It's called something mode. Portrait mode. Panasonic projector with portrait mode. Now, get me wrong. My Sony VPL FH30. This is the Sony VPL FH30. They're huge. These are venue projectors. Venue projectors are pretty much used for companies and stuff like that. This is the size of my projector compared to the size of that projector. They are huge. These are the venue projectors. These things will cost you about a couple of $1,000s, like $4,000 and $5,000. But these things are insanely powerful. It's 4,300 lumens. It starts off with 4,300 lumens. It's 1920 by 1200. It's WXGA, has that wide mode. It has lens shift capability. It has twin mode, which means I can see two screens at the same time. If I switch it over into twin mode, you will see another screen pop up, because I can broadcast two images. I can broadcast my Xbox One on this side and my PS4 on that side if I choose. Switch that back over to twin mode. So it has a lot of cool options that everyday projectors don't have. I can just sit on my controller. I literally just sat on my controller. All right, so portrait mode means you can literally take your projector and you can sit it on its side, and you can actually project an image that looks like a doorway. So one of the ones, and this is the reason why I bought this projector, because I thought it had portrait mode on it, but it didn't. I found out later on that only the Sony VPLs FA230s 35 and 36 has that option. The FA30 doesn't have it. That's why I bought two of them. So I still want this portrait mode, but I found out, see how the projector sits on the side? That's portrait mode. And if you link both of them together, then they have a form of blending software, mending software that will allow you to link two massive screens together. That's my projector right there. That's my Sony. Now, the one thing I love about this projector, none of the attachments are in the back. They're always in the front. That's two projectors linking one screen together. But apparently, excuse me, only the model numbers under the VPL 36, 35, and 36 has. That's the 30. That's the black one right there. I had my chance to get my hands on that projector on eBay. Somebody was selling one for $300. I passed on it because I thought I could get it again, and I can't find another one. And the only ones they have are brand new, and it's like somewhere between like $4,000 and $5,000 for that projector. But I had the option to get it, and I didn't take it. This is my next baby. This is the projector I'm getting right here. This is the one I want. That's what I'm buying. That projector has some mean options in it. I'm planning to get two of them. Now, if I get three of them, I can link all three of them together. I can do wraparound, curves, the whole 9 yards. Let me see if she does. She's going to do the portrait mode on this thing. I'm going to do a black one. I'm going to do black cabinets. I'm definitely getting laser. I'm definitely going to buy laser.
Realized 20,000 hours of no maintenance time. This means that for educational usages, no maintenance is necessary.
It's a lamp-free projector. There's no lamp in it. I can't burn this thing out if I wanted to.
For heavily used application, 20,000 hours is equivalent to about 5.5 years. And if you
That's 20,000 hours on this projector with no maintenance. I can beat the crap out of this bad boy.
To its excellent TCO, the Solid Shine series delivers more value in terms of brightness.
Lamp-free.
Because of the slow linear brightness drop.
Okay, let's get. I ain't worried about that because our technology covers that part. I want to show you. There it is. That's what I'm going to show you.
On and off only when necessary, and the number of times you turn on/off the projector does not hurt the light source. Portrait mode capability.
Portrait mode. Yes. See the size of that projector?
Also used in more applications. Make sure you set the cooling condition to portrait setting when using a portrait mode.
Has built-in software for warping everything. Oh, I can't wait to get this bad boy.
RZ470 and RW430 has 2x2 and wide
Lens shift capability. Yes.
RZ470 and RW430 are both equipped with digital link, which enables 100 meters or 328 feet of digital signal transmission of uncompressed video, audio, and control command, all via one Cat5e or above cable. They have been tested.
Okay. I want to see.
First, professional LED laser projector. It is equipped with
multiple screen support,
color matching, and multi-unit brightness control.
That means I can blend two screens together just like that. No freaking software. This thing will automatically do it. That's why I want it.
The series also supports 3D. The series supports DLP link and VESA 3D. As you can see, the first generation.
So it's about $8,000 for this projector.
Excellent TCO and low maintenance.
And this is my next baby.
For your application.
We have engineered the solution
Okay.
to make.
Past that one already. Yeah. So instead of getting like warp software to figure out how to link it together, no. All you would have to do is have two of these projectors. It's a one button sync hit. That's it. It means there's no freaking sizing up the pattern and none of that. I have to do none of that nonsense. Just put two of these projectors together, hit that button, and they link automatically. Man, if I get 4 or 5 of these, oh man, I can have a ball. I can do wraparound screens and everything with it. And it does have warp software, which means you can actually warp the software for curves. Yeah, well, I'm definitely getting one. Definitely getting one. I want to see that warp screen. Yep. I'm gonna get a couple of them. I got a few projectors I got on my list, so I got about maybe in my budget about 60 grand alone to set aside just for projectors. And that's what I want to spend. I want some really big boys. I haven't had a chance to test my technology on some really expensive projectors. I think Barcode, if I'm saying it just wrong, I do apologize, but that's another projector I want to get. And I think it's Runco is the other one I want to get my hands on. But that Sony projector, that one, I mean Panasonic, that's the one I want. That's definitely what I'm getting. That's going to be an amazing setup. I think I might put that one outside for the arcade screen. I'm not going to leave it out there. But let's come out of here real quick. Let's do I'll do something different. Let's see. I think it's something cool to look at. Something here. Bright, colorful 4K. Just put something with some nice bright colors on it. Yeah, as soon as I get a chance to replace the screen behind me, because right now the screen behind me is fixed frame. Oh man, I think it was a pain in the neck to get up the stairs, but I don't have another screen besides that one. So I'm gonna have to basically change out the screen I have behind me. So I just got my colorful hypnotic screen. Woo. Now this is the other screen. This is the aluminum fixed frame screen that was coated with our technology right here. And this screen was a pain in the neck because it's a big screen. I had to hang it up on the wall and everything. A lot of people realize if you look at this screen really quick, keep in mind this is a same technology, but it's a black screen and the background is pushing such a high white level that you could read the text. Let me show them really quick. This screen actually, yeah, it's 100 inches. This is a 100-inch screen right here. This is a 100-inch. Couldn't fill out the entire thing because I have this projector here. So I have my work projector here for doing my work. And then I have my fun projector here. So my fun projector hits the screen back there. And that's the projector I work on. So keep in mind, like I said, I'm always working in a fully lit environment. The screen has to be able to pull up an image. If it doesn't pull up an image, then I'm going to have a problem with my screen. But I'm going to show you something really quick. Go over to my folders real quick. And we'll put in I mean, I have to be able to read all that. So the screen has to be able to produce contrast, as I said, and white levels at the same time. The screen will be able to read the text. So you can see at the same time you're watching my technology work with short throw, ultra short throw, and long throw at the same time. Long throw here, ultra short throw here. These are my, I was trying to figure out exactly what kind of wallpaper I was going to put up. So I was just grabbing all kinds of cool things to put up here. I can't wait to get that Panasonic here. I'm really curious how that projects on it for me. It's 1600. I like the fact that it's 1600. You see the screen can pull contrast. Let's go over here to, I'm going to change this out because I want to keep this one here. I'm going to put the Dragon Ball Z in. That's what I'm going to do right here. I like this one better. Yeah. What do you think? That's much better, huh? So let's go over here. And let's grab. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I'm going with that one. I might do some Street Fighter too. Some Street Fighters up there too. The gecko. Well, that wasn't a gecko, something else completely different. Okay. I'll put you right up here so you can see that right up close. There you go. I'm gonna do a lot of demonstrations with the lights out, so you know. Just want to throw that at you real quick. And this is my projector, like I said, it's not 4K. There we are on ultra short throw. Never can figure a place for my remote controller. Right? On here, all natural colors. It's got that show called Picard. I gotta start watching that. I gotta catch up. I'm way behind. It's kind of crazy that a bird like that costs you like $1,200, $1,300 for that bird. And then when you go over to the islands, they're all over the place. Like they're literally all over the place, but you can't take one home with you. You can't bring it through customs. Of course, those are wild. I think the ones they have are domestic, but still, I mean, you really think about it, you know what I mean? Some of the wildlife they have over here costs a lot of money. Like you want certain lizards that they have over there, which are pretty much, you know, not that expensive because they're all over the island, but you come over here and you try to buy an exotic lizard and you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it. This is interesting. I went to the Bahamas and these birds were like all over the place. Literally all over the place. I'm thinking, man, I go home and I get one of these. It cost me like $1,200, $1,300. Over here, I just feed it crackers or whatever and make it a friend and take it home. But nah, can't take it through customs. And that's one beautiful bird. And this is me every day. Every day it's just me in my home. I love it. I do. I can never retire from this job. I can never retire from it. I love it. I do. I love it. I can never retire. I think about it a few times, you know what I mean? But I can't. I love it. I do. You know, it's a good job when, even on days you don't get paid, you're still happy of what you do. You can get up in the morning, go down and work, You're just happy what you do. No, I don't plan to quit. No, I don't plan to quit. I don't plan to give the big companies the opportunity. I got too much to do. It's not easy. And if no one ever just after and told me that it's starting your own company is easy, it's not. It's hard. It's the most hardest thing you will ever do in your life. It really is hard. And it does have its ups and downs, and like I said, you're gonna have to go through some crap. You really have to go through some crap. But the bottom line is, like I said, good thing, you know, like I said, I'm a Christian, I'm a firm believer of God. You know, without him, I think I would have quit a long time ago. That's why I get up every morning, I do what I do. I like what I do. And like I said, not in my era. I'll be long gone and dead before you ever see a black before you ever. I'll be long and gone and dead. I'll probably never see it. Probably play this video back long after I passed off this earth and sit there and say, well, he said it. One of these days, someone's going to pick up where I started from, and they're going to do much better than what I'm doing right now, and they're actually going to do it. And one day you're going to walk, and your kids, maybe your kids will walk into a movie theater, and they're going to see a black screen. It's possible. And think about the guy who made the Ford Model T. Never would have thought the Ford Model T has now power steering, power brakes, power windows, and car systems, and light up, all the stuff that you can do in a car now that you couldn't do back then. You know what I mean? Would have never thought this is what my car looks like now. The car that I invented in that barn looks like this now. Computer systems with navigation systems to tell you when your tires are low or something's wrong with your car. You never would have thought this would have ever came out of his invention. But can you imagine if he just decided to quit? I'm pretty sure he had naysayers. He had to have naysayers. Everybody who invents something always has that group of individuals that will tell them that you're wasting your time, that they're this and that. They probably tell everybody that the man was insane. I'm pretty sure the Wright brothers were probably, people thought they were crazy. You're going to make something that can fly. Man, in that particular time, man wasn't supposed to fly. They probably called him think about it, the harassments they probably got. They probably called him nut jobs and kookadoos and whatever. They probably called him all kinds of crazy things. Probably thought they were insane. And that's the reason why now you can get on an airplane and you can fly from A to B because somebody decided to push forward and do it. You know what? Anyone over here had the Dreamcast? You remember a game called Power Stone? I would love to see a version of Power Stone on the PS4 or Xbox One. I don't care who gets it. That was a really, really, really good game. I wonder if I still have that game, Power Stone. I still have my Dreamcast. My Dreamcast is dirty and old. I still have my old Dreamcast. When I was coming up, this was the movie theater right here. For us kids. I know it's dirty. I had it for a very long time. But this was the movie theater when I was a kid. This was the viewfinder. They had Scooby-Doo and, you know, you put your little disc in the front right there and you would slide this back and forth and you'd watch your slideshows. This was the portable movie theater, people. Those of you old enough to remember the Viewmaster, man. You know what I mean? It was amazing. You know what I mean? It was amazing. The excitement that you got when you're a kid looking at the Viewmaster was amazing. The experience that you just can't get as an adult. You had to be a kid to experience. And you would hold it up to the light, and the light would push through, and it would actually go at the top, and you would change the scenery by hitting this, and the light would push through, and you would look through this right here. And it was beautiful. It was magnetized, so it made the image look a little bit larger. It was incredible. It was. I remember the first time I got one. This is not the first one I got, but I found this at a yard sale and I bought it because it brought back a lot of memories when I was a kid. Yeah, it was interesting. The Viewmaster. Little birds. You want fries with that? With there, yes. Right. It's going to call it colorful birds. Beautiful animals. I never understand when it came to hippopotamus, how could something so cute looking be so vicious? That's a vicious creature right there. I think they're really hostile, but interesting. Let's see if we get some tigers on there. Any tigers on here? I got some tigers. Let's look up snowmobile racing. You have a projection screen? Yeah, this is a projection screen right here. This is not painted on the wall. This is wallpaper technology. See? That's the screen. That's how thin they are. This is the actual screen right here. You're watching. This is not painted on the wall. A lot of people think when they look at my screen, they think it's painted on the wall. This is an actual wallpaper screen. It's actually a pre-coated surface that will allow the customer to be able to just take it out of the box and just stick it onto the wall. So there's no assembly, no putting it together, no painting or nothing. You just take it out of the box and stick it to your wall. But yeah, this is actual projection screen. I like to show off the white levels as much as possible. That's why I put on something with the snowmobile racing. That's got to be cool. Let's see. Let's go with Deep Blue Ocean. Oh man, if I said, never mind, I keep forgetting. You look up Deep Blue Ocean, you find some creepy stuff on the net. Stuff I don't even want to see. 360 diving. Oh, I forgot I can control this with my... Yeah, you can control it, you can look around. $6,000 projection 4K. What's the name of it? So, cool thing about this, you can control this with the controller because it's in 3D. So 6,000 4K projector. What's the name of it? What was the price? Nice, beautiful blues. That's one of the things I love on projection screens, that really deep, beautiful blues. All right, no problem. So the video is in 3D, so that gives me the option too. So we can look around on the screen. That is absolutely cool. We got another one here on that? That 360 kind of view, I like that. Let's see. Let's check this one out. Look how bright the yellows are. Yeah, that is freaking cool. I like that. That is freaking cool. I want to do something. Oh man, sharks. Okay, we gotta check this. I hope they're moving around on this. Yeah, that is freaking cool. This would be funny. I gotta do this. This would be funny. Okay. I just wonder what the name of it is. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, I just need the dude. Uh that's not a 6,000 lumen projector. How much did you pay for it, by any chance? And do you still have the receipt for it? Because there is no such thing as a YABER. No, you're not gonna like the outcome of this one. Let's see, YABER. Yeah, I'll put a projector. All right, so look, a projector that is 6,000 lumens. Yeah, that's virtually impossible, dude. You got a fake projector. A projector that is 6,000 lumens 4K. You're talking about thousands of dollars. It's not a cheap projector. Let me show you real quick. So I got one here, right here. I'll show you. I'm looking up on Amazon. That projector is not 6,000 lumens, man. It's not. It's a fake projector. See right here? This is a projector on Amazon right here. All right. This is a projector that's showcasing right there. $289. The projector is claiming to be 1920 by 1080p. 65,000 lumens. There is no way in the world, man, for 240 bucks, man. This projector right here, it's 4,300 lumens. It's a Sony. It cost me 350 bucks. This projector right here is 3,000 lumens. It cost me $1,100. There's no way in the world this projector has this kind of power. You see it? See the videos you're showing on this projector? How they're doing it in a well-lit environment? No. You might want to seriously get your money back. Let's scroll down at the bottom. Look at our specifications on this thing. Knockoff projectors are just not, I'm telling you. This thing won't even show up on our paint. Now, if you notice, right, these are customers who have this projector. This is what a 65, you're talking about 6,500 lumens. There is nowhere in the world 6,500 lumens should be that dim. If you notice, all these demonstrations are done in the dark because that's the only way the projector is going to show up. There's no way in the world that projector is 65 or even 6,000 lumens. That is virtually impossible. See if I can get some specifications on this projector. Always in the dark. I want the actual specifications on this projector, and there's no specifications on it. Let's scroll up. So this is one person right here who bought this projector. Let me stand back here a minute so we can get a look at the screen. Now look how dim the screen looks. See how dim that screen looks? There is nowhere in the world that is a projector. And keep in mind, your projector saying it's good at 6,000. This is 6,500 lumens. This is supposed to be higher than you have. Projector is not 6,500 lumens. That projector is 2,000 lumens. It looks like a 2,000 lumen projector. Doesn't make a difference if you have a gray screen. Doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. If you have a gray screen, let me tell you from the door, you don't even want to get me started on gray screens. All right, let me show you something real quick. All right, this right here is black technology, right? Now I'm gonna show you something you'll find interesting, right? My projector over here is the real deal. It's a Sony VPL FH30 projector. As I said before, it is a true 1920 by 1200. It is higher than 1080p, right? You have to have, in order for this projector, this projector right here to perform right, it's only going to perform right on black technology. If I put this on your gray screen, it'll be a fail. This right here is gray screen paint. All right, let me show you something. I want you to watch this. We're going to stick this against our black screen right here. All right. Now, only we're going to get that. I'm going to show you something. This right here is an Elite screen. Not to leave anything out. This is an Elite screen, Dark Star 9. This is a $3,000 projection screen right here. Right. This thing will actually dance circles around a gray screen easily. This screen has an official 0.9 gain. I'm going to show you something here. I do these demonstrations all the time. I'm going to show you what your light gray screen can't do. Now you see this projector right here? 4,300 lumens. True 4,300 lumens. Because keep in mind, on a light gray screen, these screens are going to actually fade and wash out, and you'll see why. Let me come over here and get my stand real quick. I'm glad I got somebody in the room here that got a light gray screen. I want to show you what you really get with your screen next to that technology. Now, keep in mind, this screen right here on the end is an Elite Dark Star 9. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over here. I did this demonstration earlier today. We're going to pull up a rose demonstration. Well, first things first, let me show you how much color. And keep in mind, you got a knockoff projector, so your color is not as good as you think it is. My projector is a Sony, and I'm going to show you how badly it's going to fail on a gray screen. So we're going to clear this option right here, and we're just going to pull up a basic color red. That's it. All right, so let's just pull up the basic color red so you can see this for yourself, what you're really getting from your projector. Now you see the difference in the color? We got a Dark Star 9 here. That's a $3,000 projection screen on its own by itself. That's everyday great. Dark Star 9 is far more advanced than a gray screen. On every level it is. We all heard of Elite screens. But this is what you're actually getting from your screen. And this is why you have to do that's why you have to be in the dark, because your screen can't pick up. Even if we do this in the dark, I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to turn the lights up, because since it's nighttime, we're good to go. So let me take off my security monitor over here. So we got it nice and dark in here. We keep it nice and dark. And I'm going to show you, even with the lights out, what you're going to get. And I'm on a 4,300 lumen projector. We'll go with gray. How about that? We'll do gray. Take this out. You have to have black. A screen has to have black to pull color and to pull contrast. You have to have it. Now we're going to pull up the color gray. Your gray screen that you have can't pull color. You think you're seeing color on your screen. You're not. You're actually getting a faded image. That's what you're getting because it can't pull a black level. You have to have a black level to pull contrast. That's why OLED TVs cost so much money, or the OLED technology is added to anything, because it gives the picture a true black color. It gives it that black contrast. That's what makes the colors get deeper and richer and give them more pop to the screen. Now, you'll pick up high white levels. Yes, you will. But when it comes to really deep dark colors, you can't pick it up. I'm going to show you something right here. So there's an eye opener right here. I'm going to come over here. We're just going to use a light blue just to show how barely faded your colors are. This is a light blue. This is a black screen producing a deeper and more better picture quality on a light blue screen versus a light gray screen paint and a $3,000 Dark Star 9. You don't have to calibrate our screens. Our screens never ever have to be calibrated because they pick up the real deal when it comes to color. When you have a light gray screen, you have to calibrate the screen. I can be in a fully lit environment, that screen will not fade or wash out. Now, the reason why the Dark Star 9 looks like that, because it's leaning against our technology, which produces a black image or a black contrast. And yes, even in color, there is black. A lot of people don't believe that, but there is. Just like in black, there's white. All right, so let me show you something right here. We're going to pull up really quick just to show you. I'm going to pull up this star field demonstration. All right. You can't pull contrast. There's no way in the world that's going to ever have the ability to pull contrast. All right, so we'll take this out of the equation, right? Now what's what we're going to do? We're going to go in and we're going to do the rose demonstration. Let me show you right here. It's called the red rose, red rose, red rose. Show you something really interesting here. Remember when I said that the Elite Dark Star 9 would actually dance around the light gray screen? So if you would take the Elite Dark Star 9 off our screen and stick it on the light gray screen, you will see why that the Elite screen is far more better than any light gray screen out there on the market. Any light gray screen at the market. Black Diamond would put a light gray screen to shame. Any high performance screen will put a light gray screen to shame. And keep in mind, when it comes to projection screens, some people may say, well, look, I can just go out and get an Elite screen that costs me $400 or $500. A $400 or $500 Elite screen is a white screen. It's a bottom dollar screen. There's certain classes in screens. When you start getting to the silver screens, that's a mid class. That's like the Great Cinema 5D, Firehawk G4. These are screens that have a little bit like a kind of a silver or kind of a gray. They're better than white. Then you start getting to the flagships. You start getting to Slate 7, Slate 8. You start getting to Dark Star 9 technology. These are darker screens. The darker the screens, the better the ambient light. The better the ambient light, the higher the gain. That means this is a screen that will cost you $4,000 to $5,000 just for a 100-inch. You want that screen at an 18-inch? A DMP would cost you $18,000. This is when you start getting to the more. So let me show you something right here. We're going to go over to the rose. I'm going to show you the red rose, the red flower demonstration right here. Now I want you to check this out. I don't have to see your projection screen. If you're using a gray screen paint and you're using a knockoff projector, I automatically know what you have. I already know what you have. You're watching this live. There's nothing different when it comes to a gray screen. They all react the same way. Some may produce better contrast than others, but in the long run, neither one of them have the ability to pull contrast. You have to have contrast to make the screen kick. Now, I want you to look at this very carefully. See how the flower is blooming? See how faded it looks? Right? Now, if we take the Dark Star 9 and I lay this against this gray screen paint, watch this. See the difference? Somebody goes out and they get a sample sheet of a Dark Star 9. The first thing they do is they're going to lay it against their light gray screen. And this is what's going to happen. They're going to pick up much brighter colors. See the difference between this and that? This right here will never change. It'll never change. It'll always be faded. It will always be washed out, no matter what. But this is a different form of technology. See how dark it is? But it's not black. Because it's not black, this is what happens if you lay it against our technology, which is black. That's what I mean by black is everything. Contrast is everything. I can say that over and over and over again. It's everything. You don't have contrast in your screen, your colors will fade, they will wash out. Bottom line, that's what's going to happen. I like that that YouTube handle. I really do like that YouTube handle. But yeah, it's going to fade. And keep in mind, this has a 0.9 gain on it. All right, so let me see. Let's come over here for a minute. This is why I want to do a test, a demonstration against the Slate 8. I called Screen Innovation today to find out what I had to do to get sample sheets of their product. And I get these sample sheets, but here's the thing. It's not going to be much of a fair demonstration. I'll tell you why. Their screens aren't black. They're dark gray. They're gunmetal. So a gunmetal screen is like a really dark gray screen. Kind of like a kind of dark gray and blue. That's what it is, gunmetal. So the minute he told me that the screen was gunmetal, because I called him and asked him, do you have any black screens? They say they're gunmetal. So gunmetal is kind of like a mixture of blue and black. I automatically know how it's going to react. From the door, it's just not going to pull up a contrast. Now, let me show you something really quick. I think you're going to find really, really interesting. Now, you'll have some people saying, well, I can just go out. I've done this before. I'll go out and I'll just get some black house paint and I'll basically make my own. Now, there's a such thing as, you ever heard of something called oversaturation of contrast levels, right? This is where a screen is producing a black level that is literally so high that there's no room for white levels. So it's oversaturation with too much black. You have to have, black screen has to have the ability to produce a white level. So I'm going to show you something really quick. We'll go over into the star field demonstration. Star field. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I come out of this quick first. And we'll pull out the star field screensaver. All right. Now I'm going to show you something. This right here is everyday black house paint. This is what it is. Now, this can pull contrast, of course. It can't pull a white level. You can't get a white level out of this. And if you can't get a white level out of this, that means the image comes up dirty, it comes up dark, and that means your white levels suffer. So I'll show you why. This is how we know when we test out a screen, we know how it's going to react automatically. If it comes up too dark, then there's going to be a problem. All right, so hold on for a minute. You can check out my other screen over there because I got two screens back to back in here. All right, so turn around so you can see there is the black painted screen in the middle of our screen. Let me see if I can find my remote control. We are going to, first things first, we're going to show you something really interesting here. So we're going to do colors, and we're going to do colors, and we'll do some different levels. I'll show you something really quick. All right, I'm going to move this to the side real quick. Now, listen to me when I tell you this. Balance is everything, right? Now, the black screen has a low white level and has too much black, where the light screen has too much of a white level and not enough black. So the problem you have here, one's going to pull very little white levels, one's going to pull up no contrast. So first thing we're going to do, if I can figure out exactly where I just stuck my freaking remote control at, because it's one of the things you'll hear me say a lot in the videos. Oh, here it is. Where the frick is my remote control? I'm going to show you something here. We're going to go over first, and we're going to pull up the star field demonstration. Now, if you look at the demonstration, you see that the light gray screen is not there anymore. It's not even picking up black, nothing. Where, keep in mind, I want you to watch this, the black screen is pulling up a very dark level. So in the back of your mind, you're thinking, wow, the contrast is better on the black screen than it is on the Supreme 8. The Supreme 8 is pulling a white level. That's why it's lighter than the black screen. It pulls up a higher white level. You'll see in a few minutes. Now, watch this. Because this is not good. This is extremely bad. And I'll show you why. So now, if we go to switch over, take that out, and we go switch over to red. The black screen now is producing so much of a high black level that the red now comes out dirty and dark, where the light gray screen can't produce contrast and it comes out faded. Gray. This is the color gray. Gray is not white. And it's not like a charcoal gray. This is light gray. Now, I'm going to show you something. As I said before, the gray screen is going to pull up a higher white level. But keep in mind, just because it can pull up a higher white level doesn't mean it has the ability to pull up a color without fading. So we're going to put it on a white screen. There you are. You have a white screen, a gray screen, that can pull up a higher white level than our black technology. You look at the black screen right here, the black house paint, it can't pull white level at all, and that's why the image comes out dirty. Now, here's the kicker. If a light gray screen can pull up a higher white level, then how come when it comes to brighter colors, the colors come out faded? Because it can't pull color, because color automatically fades when it comes to a light gray screen or a white screen. But a black screen can maintain that screen and also produce a deeper, richer color. Try to figure that one out. I'm going to leave this on so you can see it. Gray screen can produce a higher white level, but yet when it comes to colors, the colors are faded. A black screen that's painted with everyday black house paint can't produce a white level, so therefore it comes out dirty and dark. Now, if we go back and we go over to the color red, which is a very bright color, the light gray screen should pull a higher red because it produces a high white. That's what you would think, a much brighter color, right? But it can't. It can't pull color. It can pull white level perfectly, but it can't pull color. A white screen will always produce a higher white level than a gray screen because it is pure white. But neither one of them will have the ability to pull proper color, and neither one will have the ability to pull contrast. Bit of a mind blow right in there. How is that even possible? Color test, yellow. And I put something completely different in there. Let's go over and do this because that did not work out the way I thought it was going to work out. Let's go put in a bright color. We want yellow. Let's go with neon yellow color. This is neon yellow. So it can't pull color. That's why they tell you to calibrate your projector. That's why you have to be in the dark, because that screen would fade out. If any ambient light came in contact with a light gray screen, it would wash out. That's why those demonstrations are done in the dark. It's a 4300 lumen projector. It shouldn't be a problem. Bright neon orange. The color black. Remember what I told you about the black screen? Now black is activated on the projector right now. The projector is projecting black. As I told you before, that the black screen produces too high of a black level. That's why it's coming out dark and dirty on all the images, because it's producing no white level. You look at the other screen, the gray screen, it's producing no contrast at all whatsoever. It's not there. The color brown. I don't think you're gonna have brown. That's the most oddest color ever. Let's try tan. See if we can pull tan up. That's a hard color. Wait. The color brown screen. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. We got one. I don't care what color I pull up. One's going to come up too dark, one's going to come up too faded. Let's go with candy apple red. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh, I got something even better than that. Hold on. Candy apple red color test. Nope, let's try space. Candy apple red color screen. No, not gonna get it. Wish you could or not. Okay. All right, so let's come out of here. Let's take out, we already saw it already. I'll show you something at the end. Oops, someone's dropped that right there. We're gonna remove the gray screen. We're gonna leave the black screen up there, right? Now remember I showed you in the black screen automatically from the door that it's saturated with too much of a high black level, cannot produce a white level at all whatsoever. So if we go over to white screensavers and we go pull up the color white, you will see that our screen produces a higher white level. Will it work in the dark with the gray? Yes, it will. I'll show you that in a few minutes. It doesn't make a difference if the lights on or off. It's still going to react the same. Light gray screen. We're going to do shades of gray. All right? Sorry about that. I'll put you right there for a minute. Get off. Don't need the black anymore. We'll do shades of gray. Now, show you something here. We'll do this again so we're all on the same page. As I said before, a light gray screen can pull white level. It can't pull color. So we'll do this on white so you'll see it against our screen. Now, let's go over and let's pull. Do one at a time. We're going to do one in black, we'll do one in white. Now we'll do it in black. Black is already activated. The projector is projecting black. Gray screen can't pick it up. Come out of here one more time. And we'll hit white again. You can see for yourself. Now, as you can see, the gray screen picks up a high white level. Take it out. Put in the color again. Red. You have to answer this question. How can a gray screen pick up white but it does not pick up red? That's the lie that they tell you when it comes to gray screen paint. They'll tell you that, hey, look, screen picks up amazing white levels. The problem is the screen cannot pick up color. That's why they tell you have to calibrate your projector. You have to go through all that crazy nonsense just to get the color to go right. And we got the lights out. Let's go over and let's see if we can change anything with blue. Let's go over here and let's pull up light gray screen. So we can go right down the middle. Here we go. That's the first one. Screen still, this is gray. That's not gray, light gray. Loading time is a little longer on this one. There we go. Let's go with a darker gray. Color still stays the same. Even darker gray. This is dark gray, 10 hours. Light gray, 5 hours. This should do much better. This is light gray. Another light gray. Another dark gray. Neon yellow screen. Any color I choose, it's just going to come out the same way. Doesn't make a difference. Now, let's talk about the value. Here we are now. We have a black screen that has the technology to produce a white level and black level at the same time. It proves that you can't paint your screen with everyday house paint, but let's see the worth of it. So, as I said before, this particular sample sheet right here, the Darkstar 9 is a $3,000 projection screen. If you want that screen at 120 inches, whoops, that's gone, 120 inches, then it's probably around, 120 inches is around $3,000. Alright, so let's go over to, I'll go on my computer real quick while we pull this up. We're going to take our sample sheet. This one has ambient light rejection technology. Ambient light rejection. Let me get my charger here for my battery. So we can get this in here. My phone's dying, so that's why I got to get this in here real quick. Now, keep in mind before I start this, I'm going to tell you the price of our technology. I think it's Elite Darkstar 9, and they're called Prime Vision. So Prime Visions are the more expensive versions of the Darkstar 9. You can't buy that on Amazon. You have to go to their official website to get those particular screens. So let's go with the Elite. Move this out of the way real quick. Not saying that it's not a good screen. Don't get me wrong. These Darkstar 9 is a beautiful screen. It's just, it's not black. They look black, but they're not black. So let me show you the surface. You can see it offhand on how dark the Darkstar 9s are. That's how dark the screen is. That's a Darkstar 9. That's how dark they are. It's a more expensive screen. So let me put this back over here like so. Now, 100-inch for my screen at 100 inches wallpaper that, keep in mind, is ultra short throw. It is, make sure my cord is plugged in because my battery said it's not being plugged, not plugged in. So let's see what's going on here. All right, here we go. We should have some power there. So keep in mind, my projector, my screen comes in. I'm trying to see if I got this thing plugged in right. There we go. So my screen comes in at, and we saw it's a Dark Star 9. I'm displaying right there with a 0.9 gain, 180 degree viewing angle. My screen comes in for a 100-inch flexible wallpaper screen, ultra short throw compatible, weatherproof, and can be customized and does size, the ratio size of 16:9, 16:10, and 235. Price tag for my screen is $468. Now, I'm going to show you something before you go, oh, that's so much money. Dark Star 9. That's the price of a Dark Star 9. I'll let you take that in for a minute. What you think about that one? See, one of the first things you have to do when you develop technology is that you have a black screen. It's easy just mixing screen paints together and saying, voila, we have a screen. You have to be to show the difference between, makes the difference between your screen and any black screen out there. I can show you that demonstration. Same thing if you watch gray screen paint. What is the difference if you take bare silver screen and 6 other screens that are the same color? What is the difference between those particular screen paints? What's the difference between a 30-gallon container of screen paint and one that may cost you $80 for 2 quarts? What's the difference between the two? Now, usually in most of those demonstrations, you will see both screens being put in a dark environment. Keep in mind, if they show any contrast, it has a better chance of producing an image because it's in a dark environment. But if you turn the lights on in that environment, that screen automatically will wash out just like that. I guarantee you, no matter what gray mix you combine, they will have bright colors. They will have white colors. But when it comes to contrast, they will all show the exact same identity. When it comes to our black technology, as I showed you in the demonstration, I showed you the black screen on a black surface. You've seen the black screen produce a much darker image, but when that image was shown on anything that was white or light, the image came out dark, too much saturation with black, and it came out dirty. Same thing we showed you with the white screen. It produces a higher white level, but if we stick it on a red screen, a blue screen, a yellow screen, whatever screen we stick it on, the image will always be faded. That's why. It's not an ambient light projection screen. They have to sit in the dark. And that's why if you get one of those screens, no matter how high power your projector is, because mine is 4,300 lumens, you still will be sitting in the dark. Now, as I showed you already, that the Dark Star 9 is a screen that would cost you in the price range of $3,000. Anybody here have $3,000 to spend on a screen? Anybody have $5,000 to spend on a screen? I'll show you. That's our screen. That's the sample sheet we have there. This is the price tag for a low. It's still Dark Star 9, but it's a lower version of it. It is $2,799.99. That's for 100-inch. If you want that in 122, this is the price tag you will pay. You will pay $3,999. That's what you will pay for the screen. This is what they consider ambient light rejection. This is what we consider to be ambient light rejection. Now there sits their screen right in the center of mine, and my screen produces a much better image at $468. So when someone tells you that they're saving you hundreds, this is literally saving you thousands. Also consider the fact that our screen can produce a much better image, much better contrast, makes the screen way more valuable than $468, because right now it's showing that it actually outperformed a close to about $3,000 projection screen. Any screen that's not black and it goes against this piece of black technology, it's going to come up just like that. Now, just to prove our point, I did order the Gray Cinema 5D, and I ordered some other stuff from Elite Screens, just to show you that this is the darkest screen that they have. If I put anything light underneath this, the outcome is not going to go well. Let's go over here and let's pull up our gray. Having a bit of difficulty here. My charger is trying to tell me that it's not charging. I don't know how that's even possible. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're on the safety side. So let's go over to a quick relief from here. OLED demonstrations. Shouldn't have a problem with having lights out due to the fact that the screen does have a 0.9 gain. Now, can you imagine if we sold out and we gave this technology to Elite Screens? How much you think that screen would cost you? But we had no plans in that. The object is not to sell out. The object is design something better, affordable, so you don't have to spend $3,000 or $5,000 for a projection screen. This is the reason why the big companies don't like us. And the people who do the everyday mixes can't stand us. You know why? Because every time we do demonstrations by taking screens outside, submerging them in water, freezing them, doing demonstrations against high performance screens, that means that they have to up their demonstrations. Can't stick a screen in the dark and hit a high power projector and say how beautiful it is. You really have to show what the screen can do. So every time we come on here and we do one of these crazy demonstrations, all it does is just lift the bar a little higher. So when a customer calls and say, hey, I just saw this guy do a demonstration on a $3,000 screen. What's the difference between your stuff and his? Some of the knockoff projection companies don't like me. You know why? Because I don't support their technology. We will not sell our technology to any form of fake knockoff projectors. We don't support them. There's too many of them out on the market. I got customers that don't know what they're buying a projector for the first time, and these companies bring out these fake knockoff wannabe projectors, and these poor customers go out there and they get scammed by one of these jokers. I can't sell you the technology no matter what if you own that projector. And that just tells you right there that, keep in mind, I got bills at the end of the day just like everybody else. But I'll lose bread on my table because I'm not going to sell you a screen paint that I know darn well is not going to work with your projector. You can't sell it to you. We've done tests. So I bought these projectors. I've done tests. Remember this little joker that was all over the internet? Everybody thought it was a wonderful projector. We tested it. It was garbage. This was supposed to be 3,000 lumens at 4K. Garbage. We don't support them. We can't support them. I'm not going to support something that doesn't work. Now, if you get one of these projectors, and it's not, I mean, keep in mind, some people don't know. They really think they're getting a good projector, man. These things sell all the bells and whistles. They'll tell you that, hey, it's 4K, it's 6,000 lumens, 7,000 lumens, 10,000 lumens. It'll tell you everything you want to hear. Some people get it home, they can't tell the difference because it's the first time they bought a projector. They really think they're getting a really good screen, but it's really not getting a good screen. It's crap. And the only way this projector is going to show up is it has to be on a light gray screen or it has to be on a white screen. Can't be on anything darker. The majority of most of the demonstrations I've seen on these projectors on YouTube reviews are either a white wall or a white screen and in the dark. So how do you have a 6,000 lumen projector sitting in the dark? I'm back here dancing to this music. So, you know, if you come on here and you get a projector and it's a piece of crap, I'm always going to tell you, hey, you got the receipt, get your money back. If you can't figure out what projector to get, you see me buy on eBay, I know what to buy. I can get you a very nice projector for a very good price. Now, if we're not doing the package deals, usually package deals sell out pretty fast on their website. If we don't have any more package deals left, then I can direct you to a merchant that I do business with, or I can find you a projector that's going to work with our technology and it's going to give you the best picture quality. Or if you think a projector, you can reach out and contact me. I have no problem with that. If it means that you're not going to fall into that nonsense and get duped on one of the fake projectors, I'm glad to help you out. Ooh, I like that beat. That beat was kicking it. I wonder if that's a real band. That'd be pretty cool if that was a real band. I don't think there's any sounds of this video, honestly. Like I said, if you were to take a Darkster 9 and you put that against a light gray screen paint or any light, it doesn't have to be a light gray screen paint. It can be a light gray projection screen. Darkster 9 will put it to shame. Black Diamond, any of those screens will put those screens to shame. Yeah, race number 5D will be here pretty soon, so we'll be doing some demonstrations on that real soon. It should be fun. Oh, man. Kimbo. Yeah, that I'm sorry. I didn't mean the DJ dude, man. I'm sorry, man, but dude, you can't defend a fake projector, man. A Jaeger, or whatever it's called, it's YADAR. That projector is not, no, dude. I'm thinking like 6,000 lumens at 4K. Talking about what, 4 or 5 grand on a projector at the most, maybe a little more than that. I mean, heck, look, my projector behind me, like I said, my Sony VPL FH30 is not even 4K. It's not even freaking 6,000 lumens. It's only 43. And that projector used cost me $300. So I bought that projector brand new. I'm talking about $3,000 projector. Sometimes 4 in some places. So how in the world is that projector going to cost me that much money, but you're going to get this projector for 6,000 lumens and 4K? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. The only way you can get a projector that cheap, it has to be as is for parts. That's the only way. So, hold on for a minute. Let me show you something right here real quick. Let me show you something. Alright. This is the projector he's talking about. That's 1,000 lumens. and that's $249. This is a projector right here. There's no way in the world that projector is 200, not at 6,000 lumens. No, no, no. Not at 6,000 lumens. You got a specification sheet on this thing, like a real one, besides this fake one, because something ain't right. That is not right. Let me show you really quick. Go back up here real quick. Come on. Internet's a bit laggy right now. Let me copy and paste this particular projector. This is what it's called. I'm going to copy and paste it. Right there, copy and paste it. I'm going to take it over to Projector Central. This is how you find out about Projector. And then go up here to the search bar right there. And pull up that projector. Paste it. Let's see what comes up. Okay, that was not supposed to come up. Let's go back over, because that's not supposed to come up. That's not what I asked for. Let's go back in there. Again, there we go. Let's hit it again. See what comes up on this projector. And the projector I put in there. So we come on search results. Dude, I'm telling you, the projector you got ain't real. You got a fake projector. There's nothing that comes up on your projector on Projector Central. See, Projector Central is one of the largest databases when it comes to projectors. Anything you want to know about a projector, anything you want to know about a projection screen, all that crazy nonsense, it's in here, right? So this is one of the biggest databases they have in here. And I'm looking for this projector because I'm looking for, all I see is Amazon. It's just bringing up Amazon right here on where you can get the projector, but it's not bringing out any form of specifications on this projector at all. Nothing is coming up on this projector. So that's a bad sign right there from the door. I doubt if it's even 1080p. Now, let me show you real quick. We'll go over here. See this option right here. I'm gonna show you what it costs for a name brand, a real name brand, 6,000 lumen 4K projector, which you really are gonna pay for one. Because there's no such thing as that projector. That projector is a knockoff. So if you go in and you put in, and it's just to tell you, like, you know, take it back and get your money, man. Get something better, man. You get a much better projector for NEC makes very good projectors. You put down 6,000. So I'm gonna get over here and get to my gaming. I have to do some work on my computer because my computer is really freaking slow. 6,000 lumens, 4K projector. And I'll show you what'll pop up. See the difference in price? Let me show you something. This right here is probably the 4K, I guarantee you. And this one right here is an Epson. This is an Epson projector, and it's not even 1080p. It's an Epson projector at XGA. It's an XGA projector. This is 6,000 lumens. It cost you 2,600 and 2,269. Duh. All right. This one over here is another one that would probably cost you in the price range of, let's see what we're going to get out of this one. Sorry, my internet is like, ugh. All right, this projector right here, native, is 1280 by 800, so it's WXGA, and this projector is around 6,000 lumens. Price tag for this projector would be around 1,349. There's no way you can get a 6,000 lumen projector. Even at 720p, it's going to cost you. Even at 1080p, even at 4K, at 6,000 lumens, they charge you a lot of money for 6,000 lumens. 6,000 lumen projectors are not cheap. They are extremely expensive. Let me show you what a 4K version would cost in 6,000 lumens. I'm pretty sure this has to be a 4K version. All right, so let's go over here. This right here is a BenQ 4K projector right there. There's the resolution showing it's 4K. BenQ 6,000 lumens, right? Laser projector, right? I'm going to show you something. That's the price tag on it. I told you, if you're doing 4K at 6,000 lumens, you're talking about a couple grand easily. There's no way in the world you're going to get a 4K, a 4K 6,000 lumen projector for 250 bucks. No way in the world. It's fake. That's like somebody coming up to you and telling you, look, I got a Bugatti for like 50,000. You can't get no Bugatti for no $50,000. Can't even get a Lambo for no $50,000. The mirrors may cost you 50 grand, or whatever else they got in that car will equal 50 grand, but you're not gonna get no Lamborghini brand new, a P1. If you get a P1, a McLaren, you can't get that for $50,000. That's virtually impossible. Unless somebody you know is extremely rich and they just don't care. Like, here, just take this car, just give me like $50. That's the only. Something's wrong there. You know what I mean? That's like if you look at an ad in Craigslist and somebody's saying, look, we got a Lamborghini, you can have it for about, you can have it for $3,000. Countach, the old one, the Countach, right? You can have it for $3,000, right? There's something wrong with that. Do you know the lease of Countach Lamborghini is $3,000 a month? $3,000 a month just to get that car. So that's what I'm saying. There's something wrong there. It doesn't make any sense. There's no way in the world your projector is producing. If you have a 6,000 lumen projector, you would be able to produce an image with all the lights on and sunlight hitting the screen. I understand sunlight might be a little too extreme, but there's no way in the world you should ever have to turn on a light on 6,000 lumens. That's why when I was looking at them Viva or Baba, whatever the projectors are called, and they were trying to say the projector was 6,000 lumens. So you're 6,000 lumens and you're less than a foot away from a screen. Why are you calling me about the screen not being able to produce a bright enough image? Because the projector technically isn't 6,000, it's 25. I'm telling you, man, these knockoff projectors get better. They get better and better on how they explain to people, you know, how powerful these projectors are, and they really aren't that powerful. I would say, my man, look, DJ, I would say if I were you, take the projector back, man. You can go out and get a venue projector. Like I got over here, my Sony's a 1080p projector behind me. You can get them on eBay if you're lucky. You can find a few projectors on there for like $300 and $400. At least $300 at the most. I got one for $300. For $300, I got two of these projectors. You can get a 300 lumen projector. You get the Sony's. Sony's automatically come with the They come with most of them are 1080. It's a really projector. You know, at least you're getting your money's worth. So, you know, don't get caught up in the bells and whistles, man. Man, I'm so glad that when I started my company 11 years ago, there were no knockoff. Actually, there was a few knockoffs, but they were a little better. I mean, they weren't that good. I forgot the name of that projector. It was a knockoff projector, but Let me see. Let's see look at the projector. Yeah, they had knockoff projectors. There was only 2 of them, but they were actually pretty good. They were actually really, really good projectors. But I mean, but we didn't have a rampage of these projectors running around. There's only one video on YouTube of this projector. Yeah, I only found one YouTube video. So, this is supposed to be the commercial on this projector. That's supposed to be 6,000 lumens. Let me see if I can reset this real quick. Oh, there we go. So this is supposed to be 6,000 lumens, 1920 by 1080p. Sorry if I'm having some problems with the internet. This is supposed to be the projector. Supports 4K. $6,000 lumens bright. Now, if you notice, when they're showing the demonstration, they're just showing screenshots. That's all they're doing. They're not showing actual video of the projector in play. In the bottom of the comment section, when I finish the video, I'm going to put in my information where you can go in and contact me. DJ, if you're looking to get a better projector, I can basically point you in the direction where you can actually get a much better one than what you have, because 6,000 lumen projectors, they're venue projectors, they're huge. Yep. I can't buy it. Sorry. Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong direction. Yeah, I'll basically, if you're looking for, I'll put my email information to better get some rest. But I'll put that information in the bottom for you. Ooh, there's a freaking bottle of water here. I'm sitting here dying of thirst. Like, oh my goodness, I would just give my kingdom up for a bottle of water. It's a bottle we're here the whole time. This is not to over here to deal with the death. Now I can't do the Darkster 9 outside, because a problem I have with that is the fact that if I do the Darkster 9 outside, it's not an outdoor screen. It's just not an outdoor screen. So I can't do the Darkster 9 outside. But they do have a screen called the Yard Master, so I'm gonna get a sample shoot of the Yard Master. And then hopefully when the weather gets a lot warmer, we're gonna paint a blow up inflatable screen. That'll be fun. We can do this already. I think we killed this thing already. We did. Yeah. Once I'm done with the stream, I will be loading that up for you, and all that information that you would need to contact us. Hey, I've done this one already. What the mother jumper? Done that one. I'm trying to get to that one. I guess it's not there. I guess it's here. We're going back here. Oh yeah, it is here. Yes, yes, yes. No, I'm going to the sanctuary. I'm trying to get to the other place. Here we go. Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. No, it's not where I wanted to go. Go here. I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to get to. Alright, this should get us in there. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get to. I had to get the DLCs for this game too because I have already finished. I already beat the game already. So I get the DLCs for this thing. Good night, DJ. You have a good one. You have a good one, man. It's not like I said, not to criticize you in any way, but I'm going to help you find a better projector, much better projector. You'll see the difference. You'll see a big difference. You'll see a big difference. Ooh, money. Yes, let's take this money. Oh, yes, definitely money. I didn't even bother going in there. Okay, let's go back out. That's it. They got this creepy house on the top of this freaking house. I'm trying to figure out how to get in there. Let me see if I can find that creepy looking house. me see. Trying to figure out where I saw this weird looking creepy house. And there's something inside the house. I think it's a truck or vehicle. It's something big in there that I'm trying to get out of there. Let me come out of here for a minute. It's not there. Not there. It might be over in here. Yeah, we've been here already. It's not the mayhem. We've been here already. It's definitely not here. Let me try this for a minute. Where did I see that freaking creepy property? Oh man, I know there's something weird in that house. I'm gonna try, it's gotta be here somewhere. I'm gonna try this area right here. It was a creepy looking house. Let's go to the Desert Canyon. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm getting that one. Ooh, look at this baby. in there, right? Oh shoot, I forgot I got a bit tomorrow. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I gotta get out of here real quick. It's late, we're late. Thank you all for your time, for watching. You'll have a blessed day. I gotta go, and good night.